Hey everyone, thank you for checking out this week's episode of the Pint Pals Podcast. If you want to support the podcast in other ways, be sure to check out our Patreon at www.patreon.com/pintpals. If you choose to subscribe monthly, you can receive access to special videos, private Snapchats, discounted merch, as well as being toasted during each episode. And as always, subscribing to our Patreon is always appreciated but never expected. Thank you, we'll see you in the next episode.
Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Pint Pals Podcast. It is I, Lucas.
And me, Nate.
And today we are doing something different. This is the very first episode that we're recording together in the same spot.
It's exciting. I know. I can look over to my right, and you're sitting right there, and it boggles my mind.
I mean, exciting is definitely a term that can be used.
It's dangerous to have us in the same room, so we'll see what happens. I might reach over and punch him every so often. Who knows?
I mean, I don't know if it's going to come to blows, but I now have the opportunity to get up and walk away at any point. So
this is true, but you don't want to leave me here explaining beer to people.
No, I don't.
It's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, that'll be.
Looks like an IPA. It's not an IPA. Oh boy!
But another thing we are also doing differently about this episode is that we are doing something brand new. Nate has called it
the mystery bag.
Mystery bag. I was going to say
bag.
Mixed bag.
So, so first off, we were given a lot of beers by my mom and my father-in-law, and we thought, what better way to do it than something that I've done with my in-laws before at family gatherings. It's called the mystery bag, and essentially what we do at family gatherings is we there's usually at least like 5 coolers of beer, full of beer at this gathering,
and I'm not invited because
you're always welcome. I'm sure you're always welcome to come to these family gatherings. Honestly, but what happens is we take the exact same cooler that we have here, we fill it up with just a bunch of random beers, and then when we're chilling in a hot tub or out playing games or something like that, or in the pool, it's a mystery bag. You just reach your hand in there, and whatever you pull out is what you're drinking.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely something I can get behind.
Yeah, and since we got 9 different beers, 8 different beers,
8
because we're not
doing the one that I brought.
Yeah. So since we have 8 different beers, it felt like it just went perfectly because I didn't know what order to put them in because there's a wide variety of different things here, so it's gonna be fun to see what we got.
And so you know what beers came from your mom and what beers came from your father-in-law,
yes,
right?
Yep. I know which ones came from my mom, which one came from my father-in-law.
Perfect.
Yep.
And we are splitting the beers up between 2 different episodes. So, I mean, hopefully, if we get a lot of feedback about this, we can definitely do this with others.
Yeah.
And I do know on our Patreon, we do have it where one of the rewards, I forget which level it was, but you picked the beers for that episode.
Yep. So I think that would go really well with this as well.
Yeah.
Definitely. Random assortment of beers. So yeah, we're gonna be splitting each beer since we have a couple of them that have like duplicates, but since a majority of them were just singles, we figured it'd be best to be in the same spot here where we can both share just one can. Plus, it allows us to do a few more than the normal 4 that we usually do. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So do you want to be the first one to reach in the mystery bag?
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
I've been very excited.
In a way, know the placement, so I think it's best if you just.
You know the placement. Oh, there's ice in here.
There's ice in there. It is cold. It is very cold. And these coolers, I've kept ice in these coolers for. Oh, there you are. You're leaning in my spot.
I am. I don't want to look. Don't want to look.
There's. You can pet your head right there.
You can. Going with this one.
All right. What'd you get?
Ooh, yes. I got. Oh, there's the camera. Shea Brewing's Aliens, Hearts, and Dogs. It is a Nelson dry hopped double New England.
I think that's one of the more recent ones he gave me. So this one's my father-in-law.
Okay.
Honestly, I believe all the Sheas are going to be from him because I know he's visited them plenty of times.
If there's more Shea in here, I'm going to be very excited about this because I love Shea, and I have yet to have a bad beer from them.
All right. Well,
this is double New England IPA, 8.5 ABV, and if I'm reading this right, it says canned on. It has a smudge on the first one, but I'm gonna guess.
Probably recent. I'm
gonna guess
recently.
October. That this was canned on October 20th. So
now, they didn't have any kind of like reading on the side. Did you read it already?
No, I didn't read it.
Okay. We definitely know that aliens exist. Duh, the Drake equation. And a whole genre of great movies tackles this. Hearts are super important. Dogs are furry, fun to pet, and are our best friends. All right.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, our Shea is based out of Akron, Ohio.
Oh, no.
What?
It's a New England. You gotta.
Oh, okay. So he just taught me something new here. Okay, so it's a New England IPA. So I gotta
because all the sediment and the delicious stuff is gonna be down here at the bottom.
Okay, so what is it that is it the New England part of it? Because I remember this about the IPA because
the
New England tends to be citrusy.
It tends to be more juicy.
Okay.
And more hazy. So all the sediment and stuff's gonna be down there at the bottom.
Now, double IPA just means double hops. Is that what that means?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And higher ABV.
Higher ABV. Which was only, you said it was only 5.
No,
it was 8.
8.5.
8.5. I might have just mixed those words around there because I wanted to think it was something. Oh, we're starting off strong then. That's good.
Yeah.
Go
for it.
And this one, I think I have another one up too.
Well, I brought my little sampling glasses because you said we were going to be splitting these.
Yeah. Well, some of them are very tall.
Very tall. They're 16
Very
ounce
tall.
cans.
16 ounce. Okay. I'm used to is it 12 ounce?
Mm-hmm.
It smells good. So if you want to pour the rest of mine, feel free.
Yeah. I have to drive home. There you go.
We'll get Nate drunk, and then Luke's going to sit here and enjoy
that
it.
is...
Smells really good.
That has that typical IPA smell to it. It definitely has... I'm definitely getting like the citrus notes of it.
Yeah.
And I do... Citrus. Oh, this is definitely going to be hoppy.
I love that word. I love when you say nodes.
When?
I don't know. When you
I don't say
citrus,
nodes.
You said citrusy nodes.
Yeah, citrusy notes.
Oh my god, I thought you said nodes.
Nodes. No. Notes.
Awkward.
This is... and that color right there, that haziness, very typical of a New England IPA.
So I feel like I'm about to drink an orange juice just by the looks of it, but...
I do like that the head is sticking around, I'll say that. But you ready to go in for the first sip?
Let's go for it.
Oh, yeah. That is a juice bomb.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I can actually see some of the particles floating in there. Wow.
There is... So I'm definitely getting that hoppy finish on the backside.
Mm-hmm.
And up front, it's just straight juice. But I'm like trying to figure out what fruits...
I mean, I get orange. I get an orange peel kind of taste.
I'm getting orange and like stone fruits.
What are stone fruits?
They like peaches and stuff, like the things with that hard pit.
Is that what you call stone fruits?
Is
that really what they're called?
Yeah, I don't know. I think so.
I mean, it does say. Oh, I don't know. What's a Nelson dry hop?
That's something.
Is that the type of hops?
I think so because I know.
Okay. I would guess it's the type of hops, but stone fruits. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, Nelson hops.
Nelson hops. Okay.
They're an excellent dual-purpose hop that can be used to produce punch or sparingly subtler bittering qualities. The aromas have been described as resembling a white wine, fruitiness, with fresh crushed gooseberry, grape, and infused tropical flavors. I'm definitely getting fruity notes of it, but I wouldn't say it's any of those.
Since you say grape, it might just be a mind trick now, but the aftertaste, I'm getting a little bit of a grape taste now.
Are you? Let's see.
That could just be my mind playing tricks on me.
Here, now I have to do a stone fruit. Yeah, stone fruit. A fruit with flesh or pulp enclosing a stone, such as a peach, plum, or cherry. I was right!
Hey, you got it.
I was right.
I just never heard of that. That is so crazy. So does it make a mango the same thing? Because mango has a hard core to it.
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, does it have that pit?
Yeah, it's got a strong pit to it. I've never made it like too far into the pit of it, but it's a solid hard pit.
It's a fruit, not Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Anyway,
but this is quite nice. I would enjoy this on, like, I would make this a summertime beer, definitely. This just tastes like like sitting back, relaxing on a hot day. God, this feels weird turning to the left, and I can see it.
and I'm right here. So New England, does that mean this is hazy? Is that what you define this as, hazy? Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hazy IPA, New England IPA, they pretty much go hand in hand in my book, I guess. Again, everybody, I'm not a cicerone by any means. Nate tries
You're
to hype me up as
encyclopedia of beer. Don't
I'm
act
not.
like you aren't.
I'm really not.
Ever since having that hazy in Vegas, I've been really kind of intrigued by these hazies.
I'm very surprised that you had a hazy in Vegas.
Why is that? Oh, just because it's on West Coast and
yeah. And if I was on the West Coast, I would go for the West Coast IPAs.
Fair enough.
But when I go home to New York, I get as many of the New Englands as I can, because
intriguing to see what they can do. To put their own.
No, I mean
into it.
That's just. I mean, like when I go to a different country, I have the local cuisine.
Yeah, I go for Taco Bell whenever I'm in another country. This is how it is. Canada, Taco Bell. France, Taco Bell.
Did you go with us to the McDonald's in England? They gave us.
No, I don't think so.
We were walking down. It was in London, and they gave us coupons.
Coupons.
So like we're like, might as well.
Oh, the hotel gave you coupons.
No, just some guy on the street.
Oh.
Yeah, like the guy's job was passing out flyers type thing. It was to get.
Oh, okay, so it's okay.
It wasn't like, hey buddy, you want some coupons?
You want some coupons? Freaking scalping. Coupons.
Yeah, scalping McDonald's coupons. God, that is delicious.
That is very good. That's very good.
And this is something that would definitely sneak up on me, because this does not feel or taste like an 8.5.
Yes, it definitely. It's very smooth with the citrus and then the hops afterwards.
But it's not too overwhelming with the hops. I'll say that.
But I've already had this much since we've started.
Oh yeah,
I'm going through this really quick. That's the thing. Like, this
is the first beer. We need to pace ourselves.
We might need to pace ourselves here. I think that being said, we should probably just go ahead and give us a.
Oh yeah,
give us our rating.
Yeah, we'll do our rating. Which is on the Pint Pals podcast. We use our very own special rating system called the.
Go ahead.
The what?
Go ahead. You do it. You try it first.
Okay, I'll say the Prost system.
Okay, well, it's the post system. We haven't been corrected on it yet, so we'll wait till someone corrects us. But we're pretty sure it's the post system. I think the R is silent for German, meaning cheers. And it's an acronym, so each letter has its own meaning. P meaning probably won't try again. R meaning regrettable. O meaning optimistic. S being satisfactory, and then T being terrific.
Oh, there it is. There's that Adam Sandler intro.
Gotta do it. So yeah, what are your thoughts on this? I myself am going to try to compare it a little bit more to all the other hazy IPAs I've had, which isn't a lot.
You go first. I'm very stuck between two things.
Man, I don't know. What are the two things you're stuck on?
Well, I want to give this like the highest S possible. I'll
be honest, that's what I was going to say. Not to say like I'm stealing yours, but like I was gonna go with the highest S possible.
Yeah,
because I think there's something out there that's a little bit better than this, but I feel like I could have maybe 3 of these in a sitting and have a really good time. The only thing I'm worried about is that it's really good that I'll kind of down them really quick. So I don't know, man. It's hard.
This is a really good beer. Straight, it's a really, really good beer, and I highly recommend anybody giving this a try. But I don't know. It's just like
there's something about it that you don't want to give it a T. Like, is there? I know tea is supposed to be like for like the holy grail of all the good stuff, like the stuff that you really like. It's like amazing, and I feel that way about this, but I feel like there's a but in there somewhere. I just don't know what it is. It's holding it back.
I don't know if it's that, but it's like it's juicy, but I wanted it to have more juiciness to it. I did call it a juice bomb, but I've had other things that are just like, I mean, I don't want it to taste like straight orange juice like some of the other I've had. Like, did you have that Heavy Seas Tropicana?
Yep. Yeah, we had that together.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we didn't have it together?
No.
Then yes, I did drink it. Yes, that was
like really that's like flavor. Straight orange juice. That's like a straight orange juice beer.
I remember I had it by myself. I remember that. That was really delicious. You know what? I'm gonna go with a low T. I'm gonna go with a low T for me.
I'm gonna give it a high S.
High S.
I definitely recommend everybody giving this a try though if you're able to track it down.
Yeah, there's just something about it that for some reason I don't want to go with like just a straight T. I don't know what it is though. It's weird. And I don't know if it's just because it's the first beer I haven't had another beer in a little while since our last podcast, honestly.
I really do most of my drinking on podcasts.
So I don't know if it's like this is just the first one, so I'm like getting my beer taste, out of the way now, and like I'm ready to go. Maybe I should start having like a pregame beer.
I did bring one of those.
You did. He was gonna do a pregame beer, then I told him we were drinking 8 beers tonight. I was like, maybe not.
No, I don't think we will.
All right. You said a high S. I'll go with a low T.
Okay.
I decided to start writing them down.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
You ready to
next one?
Yeah. You ready to make your first pick?
You want me to do a pick here? Okay.
I'm very excited about this. This is a good episode. Thank you so much to Pod Mom and I don't know what to call you, Father.
Pod father-in-law.
Pod father-in-law.
We could just say to Jenny and to Rob. We could say
to
that.
Jenny and to Rob. That seems too formal. I don't.
Ooh, here we go.
Ooh, what is this?
This is good. Edgy Elf.
Ooh.
I've been wanting to try this. This has been sitting in my fridge for the longest time. I've been wanting to try this so bad.
First Christmas beer?
Also, I like that the green screen is picking up the can, so now you can see through the can. Weird.
I haven't had... Have you had much?
I haven't had nothing from Millersburg Brewing Company before.
Oh, it's the horse's butt. That's what it is.
I know. I was sitting here looking at trying to figure out what this was the longest time. Yeah, so the other side is the horse, and it's the butt on the other side. I like that.
Okay.
That's clever. Nothing on the bottom, though, unfortunately. Yeah, let me see. So this is 6.25% alcohol. You might want to look up a little bit more about it, because there's nothing more else on here.
Yeah, I'll look it up on Untapped.
Just an ale brewed with spices. It's going to be edgy. I'm guessing the name of the horse is Wild Rosie. I'm guessing that's the name. Also, the horse's eyes are bloodshot, which is interesting.
It doesn't have much on here. Ooh, the pictures do look nice, and it does look like some people have... Oh, this is a different label than what...
Oh, really? So, I know a lot... the World Market is where she got a lot of the beers, because they have usually have like a lot of crazy, interesting beers there.
Yeah, that's what it used to look like, I guess, or maybe...
That's a big change. They must have something with Wild Rosie here. Maybe that's their mascot. Maybe that's an animal they have down.
Well, I know that's...
Because Millersburg's is out in the... Isn't it out in like the country?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's their regular logo right there.
Oh, that's the same.
Yeah, it's just the same.
This is their normal logo. Okay, but with a hat. Okay.
It says it's a winter warmer.
What's that mean?
A winter warmer is a traditional malty sweet strong ale that is brewed in the winter months. It is usually quite dark, but not as dark as a stout, with a big malt presence. Sometimes winter warmer have a few spices, especially in the United States, although spices are not necessarily a required ingredient in a winter warmer. The primary characteristic is strength. The average alcohol content by volume ranges from 6 to 8 ABV. And some winter warmers even reach 10% ABV or more.
Damn.
And that's
This one's at
6.25. Okay, so yeah, they're right there in the ballpark. I mean,
now beers with spices. Do I have to massage the can?
massage the can. I don't like that you refer to it as that.
Roll it.
But I
Roll
feel
the can.
Yeah, I mean,
the spices. I would think the spices would be something that sits at the bottom, right? Or no?
I mean,
It's been in my fridge for probably.
I have Great Lakes straight out of the bottle.
3 weeks. So, you think Great Lakes uses Lake Erie water?
I don't. I
Thank
don't
God.
think that they would not be a brewery open
They
for this
would
long.
not be allowed. Okay, let's get this one open here.
I'm excited. This is going to be my first holiday ale of 2020. Yep, of the season. Because I usually wait for the first
winter
snowfall.
holiday, technically. Because technically we've had several holidays, but
Yeah, the winter holiday.
Okay, then
With some of these winter warmers, you can even have them like. I'm usually a big fan of having my beer.
is the whole point supposed to make your
cold.
body feel warm? Is that
I
genuinely?
think so.
Like,
I
the
think
feeling
that's
of it?
what it's supposed to
Okay.
be. But I have had some winter warmers that were absolutely disgusting.
I got so much room here. I'm trying to get a good smell.
Ooh, that
It
is.
smells very good.
Yeah, that smells like Christmas. What?
I don't know why. It just came off as funny.
You sir are
That
drunk.
smells like Christmas. You know, I honestly, after having an 8.5 to start off,
You
with,
should have, if you were a nice host, you could have gotten some cinnamon sugar to put as the rim for these glasses.
I've got that downstairs.
I mean,
You
man,
should have told me.
Oh, okay. How was I supposed to know that you were going to draw that?
You should have
that
used
as a
X-ray
mystery?
vision, looked through the mystery bag, and figured out
You're
what
right,
we were
you're right,
drinking.
You're right.
Oh my god, expects me to do all the work.
Yeah, right. Are you going to be editing this? Oh no.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Are you going to be driving me home? Oh wait,
I need
no.
to figure that one out. Anyway,
God,
you
that
wanna
is.
take a sip.
Yeah, definitely. I get a lot of those spices on the nose, though. On the nose. Spices aren't as strong.
No, so like,
They're there. They're coming through more on the back end of things than definitely up front. But this is also something that, like, you've had this in your fridge as soon as you had it.
it is probably something that would be good freshly canned or fresher.
Yeah, or even just a little bit closer to room temperature.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it
Should
allows.
Should we set this on the side and go for another beer and come back to it? Do you think?
I already had a sip of it.
I had a sip of it too, but I mean, I don't think.
This is very nice. Definitely
I'm
does.
not overwhelmed by it, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have.
How do you think the cinnamon rim would do?
I think it would be actually be a good touch.
Oh yeah,
Now that you say that, it would definitely be a good touch to have a cinnamon rim on this.
I'm getting. Are you getting molasses cookie? I'm getting a molasses.
I haven't had enough molasses cookies to really be honest.
My
with
mom
you.
makes a molasses cookie.
Really?
Every year. Yeah.
So that molasses kind of bothers me, so I usually steer away from them.
I'm getting. Like.
I just like that it's not an overwhelming like, hey, spice, boom, in your face,
Yeah.
boom. Because I remember, what's the is it Thirsty Dog?
Thirsty Dogs. The
Christmas
12 Dogs
ale?
of Christmas.
Yeah, 12 Dogs Christmas. Yep. Like that one, I get a lot of spice on.
Really?
So I'm not. From what I remember, it's been a year, but from what I remember spice beers being a lot more like, boom, here's spice. Whereas this one, I feel like, I don't know, it's just nice and mellow.
Yeah. This isn't as in your face, but like there are some Christmas beers, and I'm very excited for our holiday.
A holiday one.
Our holiday beer special. That do kind of overwhelm it with the spice, and then there are some that make it feel like you're tasting a Christmas tree. But this is quite pleasant, and I think the cinnamon rim would have done just that little extra thing to it.
I agree with you.
But
the base itself, to me, the only downside is I think the base to me tastes a little watered down. Do you get that like initial taste? Like it tastes kind of watery, but then like you get a nice spice aftertaste.
No, but I mean these ales aren't meant to be particularly heavy by any means. But what spices are you getting? Because I'm getting the molasses, and I'm not getting cinnamon, but am I getting nutmeg?
Nutmeg. That's it.
Is that what it is? I don't know, but this is definitely one of the better winter warmers I've had. I've had one winter warmer, and the only reason I finished it was because I was this is in the before times, in a very crowded place. And you needed it. I needed it because it was the only place open on Christmas Eve, and I wanted to go somewhere just for a beer because it was very busy at where I worked. I don't want to say the name of it because I don't want to drag them through the mud because I'm not a fan of theirs by any means.
Was this in college?
Nope.
Nope. So I won't know it. That's okay.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.
All right.
I did not enjoy, by any means of the word, BG Beer Works. Mrs. Claus Winter Warmer.
Gotcha.
Didn't like it at all. And the
place that we went to?
No.
BG Beer Works? No.
No, I wouldn't take you.
You wouldn't take that. Damn. He doesn't say that much to places like that.
Oh, my God. I just... There's a lot I could say. But that just was not a good beer. But this is doing it for me. You want to just move on to the ratings? Because
yeah, we should definitely just so we keep our thing moving here. But I'm going to go... I'm going to go with an S. Kind of like a middle S.
Okay.
I think I kind of hope that the spices would be a little bit more like of a spice tingling sensation at the end, but I feel like they're very mellow to me.
See, that's why I like it so much.
Oh, really? See, I think when I think of spice, I want something that's like a little bit more like not punch, but like between a mellow and a punch. Just like, you know, it sticks out a little bit, but it's not overwhelming.
I think the spices complement this ale quite nicely, and
I could agree. Yeah, I think it does. It's
pleasant on the palate. I don't know if there's anybody out there shotgunning Christmas beers. That's not something I recommend. But this is definitely something you could just sip on, like, you know, at the family get together or whatnot. Yeah, I could. Man, this is nice. I'm gonna give this an S. I usually I do Christmas beers every year. I don't know. Do we want to call it Christmas beers, or do we want to call it holiday beers?
All of the above.
Okay. But the spices are there, and I don't know. I could probably sip on a 6-pack of this and be totally content.
I would enjoy. See, I think it's because I was hoping to get more of like. So when I think of like a Christmas spice beer, I think of like something that's going to kind of warm my body a bit more. And I know the warmer was the thing it was described as, but I'm not getting that sensation right now. And I'm sure if I had more of them, I would get warmer. But
6.25, yeah, you definitely would.
Yes. And I've also only had like maybe like a third of the whole can because you had the other half. So I'm gonna stick with my S. I'll stick with my.
You've only had a third of the can because I had the other half.
Well, I still have some here. Is what I mean. Like so, like poured half, but then I drank about.
I had a third of the beer because you had the other half.
We split it in half, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So if I drank 2/3 of what I had in here, 2/3, 2/3, 2/3. that would make me drinking. Did I say 2/3 or 1/3?
You said 1/3.
Yeah. I drank 1/3 already.
So you drank 1/3 of your half.
I drank 1/3 of the whole can. I would drink a whole can if I were at a gathering. I wouldn't drink half a can. I'm not splitting my beer with somebody at a party.
No, family parties? No, who do you want me to share with my family? Who are you?
This beer's mine. Go find your own.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I drew this out of the bag. You can F off.
You will reach your hand in the bag and you will like what you get.
I'm sorry. You picked a Miller Lite. This part of the podcast was brought to you.
I thought about drinking a Miller Lite before this, but
Gross.
I'll do my pregame, but
You do it even better. Have a scrimshaw.
those were good. I got those.
Yeah.
So yeah, we celebrated Thanksgiving together.
Unfortunately.
Us and Abby
And
and
our
Alexis
dogs.
and the dogs, which
And the
was
dogs
an
came over
experience. Was an
for
experience.
a play date. That was
It was an experience. A lot of
an
a lot of
experience.
pee.
Toop. Yeah.
a lot of pee.
Yeah. Toop actually got Tommy pretty good.
Really?
One of his ears. Yeah.
did he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
The Tom doesn't care. He was just happy to have somebody to play with.
Both dogs are safe and they're good.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
long run.
Tom still has a limp, but that's okay.
But I
He
got
doesn't.
after our Thanksgiving podcast, I decided to get Scrimshaw as our Thanksgiving meal beer. So it was good. It was really good. It's funny you said that. My mother-in-law, after listening to that podcast, said she wanted to get some Scrimshaw.
It's excellent.
Yeah,
It's excellent.
Your turn.
Yeah, it is
To
my
reach in the
turn.
bag. So you reach in for the next one.
I will indeed. Gotta stop peeking.
I also gotta close the bag. I gotta do. Keep forgetting to do that.
This can feels weird.
Some of them have like just the sticker label.
Oh, that's
that
what
what
it
you're
is.
feeling?
Yeah, that's what it was. No, let's go back to that. Let's get that out of there.
I know you're excited for one of those.
I
'cause,
am,
You
I am.
saw what they were
Ugh.
before.
Oh, yes. Yes. This is another Shea beer. It is Imperial Lab Rat Moon Pie. God, this is awesome.
Moon pies. My mom loves to give me those.
Here,
Like,
take that.
those are great. Oh, this is another a twist and twist.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is.
Imperial Lab Rat. Not sure. We don't know what type of beer it is. What makes something imperial? Usually,
A higher ABV.
it just means a higher ABV.
Yeah.
Okay. Moon pie. I'm assuming that would be a stout, right?
Odds are it's a stout. What is it? Imperial Lab Rat?
Yeah. Imperial Lab Rat 9.25.
Jesus Christ.
Woo! Woo!
Oh my. There's a whole bunch of them.
There's
There's
the Moon Pie one.
well, yeah,
so it's part of
but-
their series, I'm guessing. Then.
Yeah, listen to some of the other ones. Imperial Lab Rat Samoa Cookie. There's a
Jeez.
peanut butter cup s'mores. There's moon pie. Cinnamon churros. Mango and coconut.
This would be a
Peanut
whole nother
brittle.
podcast itself.
Chocolate covered bananas. Pineapple and habanero. Blackberry and peaches.
Pineapple and habanero. That's not the one we had?
No. We had
Okay.
hot cocoa.
That's right.
My God, there's so many. Maple and bacon. Oh, that would be good.
Jeez. So I wonder if they come out with a different one throughout the year. I wonder if that's how that
Probably.
works.
I don't.
Imperial Lab Rat. This thing is cold.
Not much from it. Just says stout, so.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I'm gonna read a little bit about this and crack this one open.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much on here. Like nothing at all.
Oh, there's really no information on
Yeah,
it.
I don't
We're
know
going
anything
in
about
blind
it.
here.
I haven't had any of these others in the series.
All we know is Moon Pie. And 9.25% alcohol.
Do they call it Lab Rat because they do different adjuncts with it? You think?
I would probably guess
And
so.
it's just a base
It's their
stout
series, like
mixed
it's
with
Lab Rat mixed
different.
with Moon Pie.
Yeah,
I can see that. Ooh, I got some in my hand. And I smelled it.
okay. That's a dirty glass. Let me. What's a moon pie?
So Moon Pie. You never had a Moon Pie?
No.
Really? All right.
I also never had a Buckeye until I came out here.
Okay, so maybe it is an area thing. You can find them at gas stations.
That's where I do most of my grocery shopping.
You find my grocery stores. This is good. Is it universal? Anyway, yeah, it smelled really good. So moon pies are they're essentially imagine just a s'more covered in chocolate. And they're circular.
Yeah, we'll just take care of that.
Oh, yep,
there we go.
Yep, good. Hello. Really, it is just a s'more, a giant s'more inside of chocolate, encased in chocolate.
This smells like s'mores.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting from that.
Here's my little rant.
Okay,
my little rant.
Buckle down here. Here we go.
Yeah, the same thing that I had when we did the 450 North episode. You know, all of these smoothie style or slushy style, everything's got to have adjuncts, blah, blah, blah. It's fun beer. I don't understand why people hate on pastry stouts. Like, not a classic.
Do people hate on pastry stouts?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, let me turn my nose up to it. Yes. So I was on Reddit.
Oh, jeez. You can't start a sentence in the
craft beer section. And somebody, well, what do you mean? I just seeing what other people were drinking.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
But this guy was like, "Oh, sorry."
So you're in my frame.
This guy was like, "Oh, I don't drink pastry stouts because I'm not a 10-year-old kid who wants to drink beer." Like,
I don't think there's anything wrong with spicing up your beer. I mean,
yeah,
that's probably the same kind of person that just drinks the same kind of beer every day, all day, every day. Like I don't want to say Miller Lite, but like, you know, just drinks Miller Lite the whole time. I'm sure they have their own craft beer that they like, but they just stick to that the entire time and don't expand their horizons.
Beer is fun. Let it be fun, people.
I think especially if you're doing craft beer, like if you're going to do craft beer, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to do domestic beer, then I understand you don't have any fun taste.
Or qualities. Like, or standards.
Why you gotta hit me hard, man? Come on.
What are you talking about?
All right. So I got a little. You know what? I started sniffing this. For some reason, I'm getting like a cherry.
I'm not getting cherry at all.
No.
What I'm getting is like a marshmallow fluff. Is that what's in moon pies?
Yeah, marshmallow fluff.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's essentially
because
it's like a s'more, but like imagine the chocolate's on the outside instead of the inside. So it's marshmallow, graham crackers.
So instead of
it's like a reverse s'more.
So it's like a York pie, but instead of mint,
York pies are
cream.
Mint. Gross. York pies are gross. I go for Andes. That's all I go for.
Okay.
York pies have way too much mint for me.
Okay, sorry.
Andes are a good touch. Sorry, is that hitting close to home?
I mean, I don't care. It's not gonna keep me up at night. Have you had the Andes shake from Arby's?
No, that's a thing.
Are you serious?
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Is that a seasonal thing?
No. No. It's a mint chocolate Andes shake.
I also don't go to Arby's.
Well, nobody goes to Arby's. I think Alexis is the only one keeping them open at this point. We'll go every once in a while, and she gets a beef and cheddar, and I'm like, I don't like Arby's.
They have good curly fries, but that's about the only good quality I can see.
And in the summer, their creamsicle, their creamsicle shake, fantastic.
I've never had that.
All right, let's stop talking about Arby's and drink this beer.
It smells really good.
God, it does smell good. Lex is gonna kill me because I said that.
No, it's like.
That's awesome. I need a few more sips. Pleasant.
It is very sweet. I will say that. It is very sweet. I feel like maybe this is the first sip, but I feel like there was quite a bit of alcohol burn.
Well, it's 9.25.
That is fair. It's a fair thing to say.
That is a real pleasant stout. This is something that I can have over and over again.
Really?
Well, maybe not in a session, but like a stout that I wouldn't get tired of
Gotcha,
drinking.
okay.
Like if I had a can of it in my fridge, I'd be like, oh, okay, awesome.
I'd probably be drunk after like the second one.
Oh, definitely. Oh, man.
I feel like I'm not really. I'm assuming that the moon pie is what they're going for. I mean,
Again,
I
haven't had a moon pie.
I know. But assuming like the moon pie I'm thinking of is the same moon pie they're going for, and it doesn't have some other meaning, then I'm not getting that. But
we'll treat it like a s'more stout, then.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, yeah, the same thing. I mean, that's what it tastes like.
I'm getting marshmallow, chocolate, and
I'm getting chocolate. I don't know marshmallow.
Well, the marshmallow is going to be that sweetness there because it's probably brewed with lactose. That's supposed to represent the sugar aspect of it. And I'm sure I'm getting a little bit of a vanilla taste as well.
I do get vanilla.
So yeah, so that sweetness that is supposed to be the marshmallow is just the lactose. I would say. Then again, I have only brewed like 4 or 5 beers, so
I want to get another fresh palate and see what this tastes like, but. I mean, I love the smell, even though I feel like.
I'm just saying it's a good thing we're splitting these beers.
Now that I think, yes, I am getting a little bit of smell of graham cracker now, but
are you getting that because I said s'mores?
No.
Is there graham cracker in moon pie?
Yeah, it's a s'more. It's literally.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's literally a s'more.
I'm sorry.
I told you that. It's literally 2 graham crackers, marshmallow in the middle, and then chocolate surrounding it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's okay.
It might be a regional thing. I don't know.
It's possible.
You know what's another thing that I haven't had?
What?
Well, until I came out here. No bake cookies.
That's not regional.
Never had them before I got out here. And look at me. I've had a lot of cookies.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Why you gotta say that shit?
Say what?
Anyway, I don't know. Like, I don't think no bake cookies are a regional thing.
I don't know.
I just don't think anybody in your house made them. Honestly, I don't think we ever made them in my house, but we had them. We did it in. Did you have home ec in high school?
No.
No. We did.
Oh, well, la-di-da.
Home ec, literally. Actually, was it middle school? No, it was high school. It was freshman year. You would take home ec. You would learn how to cook. You would learn how to sew.
Nope. Wish we had it.
Honestly, I think it was like a few.
Do you know how to put a button on? Because I'm missing a button on my jacket.
Yeah, probably not good, but I can attempt it.
Hey, as long as it works, it's all that. Don't need it to look pretty.
Probably won't be the proper way, but I could definitely do it. The more I have it, the better I'm becoming. I'm like attaching to it. Attaching. I'm still just not getting what I was expecting originally. I am definitely.
Is it because the alcohol burn is covering it up?
I would say so. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. I think the alcohol, the strong alcohol burn, is kind of covering up some of the other flavors, for me. That being said, I actually do like all the flavors that are in it. Let me get another sip here.
This is definitely something to sip on. This is something Cody would chug, but everybody else in the world would sip on.
Yeah, I think for me, just the alcohol burn is covering up too much of it.
This is a very nice dessert stout. This is something I'd have at the end of the meal.
I think for me though, it'd be one and done. I wouldn't
like the Big Baptist.
Yes. We had that. We had that in the last one.
Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. It'd be a one and done thing. I don't think I'd be able to do too much of this. Even just the 16-ounce can. I don't know if I'd be able to do a 16-ounce can. I'd probably have to stick to 12. Yeah, 12.
Hey, I don't care that's in a 16-ounce can. That's more for me. I'll take it.
I know you're more of a stout person, so I'm still trying to get into stouts.
Oh, so now it's okay to make fat jokes. I'm a stout person, Nate.
No comment. I plead the fifth. No, but you naturally you like stouts a lot more. I reworded it. You happy?
Hey, I was happy with either.
I think I'm still trying to acquire the taste of stouts and trying to get used to their thickness. Because I mean, like I've always said, the first stout I ever had was, of course, Guinness, and it's not a good first stout. Not a good stout in general. I don't like it.
It's very different. It's
not a fan. This one is definitely not as thick as like that, and
well, it's not a nitro.
It's delicious. It's true. The nitro part, which I always forget, is a thing.
This is. I will say stouts are probably the hardest beers to get into. I would say that. I mean, when I got into craft beers, it was definitely through IPAs. But it was.
I feel like most people it is, honestly.
Yeah, but at first I didn't like stouts. I didn't like porters, but then, man, I forget. It might have been. Oh geez, what stout was it? It wasn't Big Bad Baptist because I hated that the first time I had it, but it's one of my favorites now. Because that was my first barrel aged stout. It was a coffee stout. I forget who made it, but that was like, this is really good. And it kind of opened the door for me and all that, but I hated Guinness the first time I had it. Yeah.
The blonde ale was actually pretty good.
Yeah, no.
I enjoyed their blonde ale.
But a lot of the things now, a lot of people are going back to the simple beers to show the real testament of a brewer, I would say. But again, not throwing shade, because this is a fantastic stout.
I mean, I think every brewery should start off with a simple beer, right? I mean,
sure.
I don't think they should just jump right to. So I'm like curious, like with.
Well, I know a lot of places
450,
have it.
like, have they always made just those fruity beers?
As far as I know, I mean, I haven't been, drinking their beer since I've been 21. Say that. So hard to get a hold of.
Well, do you want to give this one a rating?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it an S. Give it an S. I'm not getting the graham cracker at all, like you said.
I had it more through the smell.
Oh, did you? I'm still just getting that sweetness.
I
but I'm getting the vanilla. I'm getting the sweetness from it. I'm getting the chocolate. I mean, I again don't know what a moon pie is, but like you said, very similar to s'mores. I'm getting. I would put this up there with one of the best like s'mores IPAs that I've definitely had. Oh, thank you for Googling it.
Yeah, we're gonna Google moon pie. You never had one of these?
No, I've never had one of those.
Oh, really? Huh. Very good. I think it's the burn is what's getting me. It really is, and I feel weird because like I want to really like it because I love moon pies, but like part of me is like, no. So I'm gonna go with a very high O.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really optimistic about it. I really am. Like I think it could be. I would like to try it. One, not from a can, so on tap. I wonder if it would have a different taste to it, but also not like several weeks old. Fresh. So I think I'm optimistic. I want to give it another chance at some point. So I think at some point we should retrial our optimistics and see what. Or
I
anything.
Don't even remember which ones we have.
We'll have to go back and remember those. But yeah, I would like to try it again in a different setting and give it another chance.
Okay.
For sure. But I'm glad you liked it.
No, it was definitely great. Again,
Shea has some really good stuff that
I've
liked in the past. So, and even the one
that
we tried
hot
first.
chocolate with the habanero. Oh my god, it was so good.
That was very good. All right, so the last one here for this episode here. I zipped it up again. I gotta. All right,
Come on, man.
Let's see.
Jesus, come on, there you go.
I'm struggling here. Okay, so this is Leatherhead. It's a Football Hall of Fame edition from Royal Docks Brewing Company. Have you heard of them before?
Yeah,
Where are they at?
Canton.
Where are they from? Did you say Canada?
Canton.
Oh, Canton.
I think they're from Canton, aren't they?
They're from Ohio, obviously, but
I know they're from Ohio. Just
Oh.
Google it. You
Oh yeah, Canton, Ohio. They're right
yeah,
here.
I was right.
Just Google it. He's got a computer. All right. Yeah, so this is a IPA. And it is 6.5%. And we could enter to have win a backbar barbecue with a Pro Football Hall of Famer. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And we could do a podcast with them. Imagine how cool that'd be.
Name one football Hall of Famer.
I don't know. I don't know what football is. Football is the one where they hit the ball with a bat, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Fair enough. All right, so this is a simple IPA, I'm guessing.
I have had this one before.
Have you had this one?
Yeah. This is the first time I've seen it in a 16-ounce can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fun fact, though, I'm going to do a very unorthodox
Oh, my
method here.
God.
I'm going to do a very unorthodox
Holy
method
shit.
here. Hold on one sec.
Oh, my God. Going back to the first one.
So, long story short, Nate only brought 3 glasses.
Nate, whose house are we at?
We're at my house, but it just makes more sense for me to do this real quick. So I rinsed out one of my glasses real quick with some water I have from my water trough here. And we'll just go from there. Yeah, it's clean.
I brought 4 glasses.
Yep. I was not prepared, even though I'm at my own house.
Oh, feel this glass.
Hold on. I just started pouring.
This is one of my favorite beer drinking glasses. It's my New Holland glass, and it's etched. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
I like that. New Holland. Have we had any beers?
Nope.
No.
Have we? Nope.
I don't
No.
think so.
Nope.
I don't recognize our logo.
The dragon.
Oh, are they the Dragon's Milk one?
Yeah, the dragon.
They're the Dragon's Milk, so no, we haven't had them. Is that their logo, or is that just a logo of the Dragon's Milk?
Well, this came. I think it's no. It's not. Their logo is. I think a little windmill on it. I think.
Oh,
I got this with a Dragon's Milk variant gift set.
I gotta look that up real quick.
That was a s'more stout.
So we did have theirs, didn't we? Did we have a s'more stout? Was it not theirs?
I don't think we've had a s'more stout, man. I
I'm
think you're losing
pretty
it.
sure.
I think we've only had like 3 or 4 stouts.
I feel like we've had New Hollands.
There you go.
I'm just trying to look here. I feel like we've had a New Holland beer before.
Nope.
No. Yeah, we have.
What?
I remember their logo.
Please tell me which one.
It was
Ichabod.
Ichabod. I was like, I know we did. It was somewhere.
Yeah.
It was the pumpkin. We weren't too fond of it, I remember.
Because it was old. Because
it was also, it was an older one.
It was
so.
we got it. It was brewed in July,
crazy?
I think, or something like that.
See, I'm not crazy, man. I'm not crazy.
No, as soon as you said it, I remember.
I remember the windmill once you said windmill. All right, so this is Leatherhead from Royal Docks Brewing Company.
Can I see the can?
Yeah. I was to say this was the Imperial Lab Rat was from Rob, and this one is from Jenny. He's looking at it. He wants to do the Hall of Famer. He's looking at it.
No, I'm not doing the Hall of Famer. I'm not doing that.
I don't think there was any more information on it.
I like it how you just didn't look at the bottom right here. It says born in Canton. Like,
Okay,
where's
well,
it from?
Yeah, the normal thing they do is read the bottom of the cans, and of course it says born in Canton on the bottom.
6.5 American IPA. Okay.
So, what defines an American IPA?
So the American IPA is going to have like a higher ABV, I would say, like in the 5 to probably 8-9% ballpark. The hops that they use are going to be more fruit and earthy tones to it. And I mean and the color is a little bit darker, I would say.
So I know I know in the past you've mentioned like British IPA. What?
So to me, a British IPA is like that more on the lower side ABV. I haven't had too many, but they almost have like a dirty hop characteristic. I mean, I guess I say dirty, but I don't mean it like in a bad way. I
know what you mean. I know what you mean. Long story short, we just edited out a big section because Lucas here decided to go on. I went on a rant, and then Lucas here decided to
continue it.
Pretty much shame me and continue it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start trying out this beer now.
I've been waiting for it. I've had this one before though, but it's all good.
Okay. So Leatherhead IPA.
I will let you know. No, I'll tell you later. Never mind.
Okay.
That's rather disappointing.
I don't know what I just tasted. Like, not in a bad way, but like...
What do you mean not in a bad way?
It's got a very peculiar, like, interesting taste at the beginning.
What does it taste like? Almost like sweet? But like a malty sweet?
No, I wouldn't even put sweet. Are you getting sweet from this?
Like a malty sweet to it.
What's a malty sweet? Is that a place where you
ever have it like an amber ale?
Amber ale?
Yeah, have you ever had an amber ale?
Yeah.
They tend to be more maltier. And that, like, it's
supposed... Malt, not M-U-L-T-I. M-A-L-T.
Yeah, what?
Malty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a sweetness from the malt. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, man, I thought you were talking about multiple sweets. Like, multiple. I don't know, dude. These beers are hitting me hard.
Nate, go home. You're drunk.
I can just walk one room over and just pass out right now. Okay, malty. Malt. Malty sweet.
Are you getting any hops? It could be the fact that we've hung on to this beer for too much. My God.
No, I think you're right about it being malt. I think you're right about being malt. There's a lot more malt to it. But yeah, I'm not getting hops. Because IPAs are usually a lot more hoppier.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So you think it might be that we just held on too long?
I don't know. It doesn't have that like dead IPA taste.
Mm-hmm.
But the hops aren't there. This is another thing that I was going to say. On the list of breweries that I don't normally go buy beer from, Royal Docks is towards the top of that list.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Not a big fan of
I haven't
had a good beer from them yet.
No, that's not true. 2 years ago, their Christmas beer was the best Christmas beer I've ever had.
Oh.
Last year, it was the worst.
And so they don't seem to be very...
I don't know.
Consistent?
Consistency is a thing.
Interesting.
Like, I have had this Leatherhead before, but it was... I mean, it was just a standard IPA.
I mean, that's what I get from it when I taste. I get like a generic IPA taste of it.
If you gave this to me and told me it was an amber ale, I would believe you.
Really?
Not based on color, but just based on taste. Like, it's just malty sweet. Like, it doesn't taste like an IPA to me at all.
Well, do you want to go ahead and rate it?
Yeah, R.
Regrettable. Okay.
Regrettable.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go with an R2. Honestly, I'm not too fond of it. I mean, I've had some really good IPAs, and I don't think this one is really sticking out. And it's interesting that you say that they're not as consistent. I would like to try that.
And none of the beers have
Christmas.
like really blown. We can definitely try it if I can get my hands on it. We can. I do plan on. I plan on picking that up probably this week. Later this week.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be for the Christmas one, but like just in general, even if it is on the podcast, I'd be interested in trying and seeing what you think and seeing if it's back to what you originally liked or not.
Let's just say the place that I worked at last Christmas, we sold so much of it the year prior that we ordered so much more of it, and I was like, "Don't worry, I can hand sell this because this is my favorite Christmas beer." Then we did a Christmas beer tasting, and I had it. It was the worst, one of the worst beers I've ever had, and it was delicious the year before. And I mean, like I bought two or three 6-packs of this thing, but
Royal Docks Brewing.
I just. If they're listening, so one thing that I want to no, I'll say that for the end. If they are listening, I mean, no offense to this, but I haven't been wowed like a wow factor from their brewery in quite some time, and
you want that back?
I'd love to have it back. Because from what I've had, I don't know if it's like a new brewer or what it is, or they changed some things around or got different product in.
A lot can happen in a year.
A lot
was
can happen.
Was it the same? Was it the same Christmas ale, or was it like a different variant of it?
Same. They even changed the label.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, like just in general, I get kind of just a generic IPA vibe from it. Just even the can in general, just kind of
like I'm gonna finish this beer, but I'm not happy about it.
I mean, I'm fine with finishing it. Like,
I'm not going to buy another one.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be down for
any of the other ones that came in today. Yeah, definitely, I'd buy more of those. But
honestly, if these were cheap,
and Pod Mom, I'm not shitting on your beer.
No, no, not at all. But like, if I were doing a party and these were cheap, I would buy these and down them, to get drunk real quick. But
yeah, I mean, the price points are usually $8, $9, $10. So
okay, so that's not bad.
No,
and that's pretty good for a craft beer.
This is the beer that I would get if I didn't know anything about craft beer and I knew I had somebody coming over to a party that liked craft beer, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is an IPA. I'll buy it. I'll spend $9 on it."
I mean, honestly, for that price point, like, that's not bad. I mean, the reason I buy
the ABV was,
it was 6.5. What did we say? Right here. Wait, no, that's not it.
They also do this thing where they do this suggested temperature.
What's that? Adjusted temperature.
Suggested temperature.
Oh, suggested temperature.
Yeah, it's 6.5.
I don't ever temperature my beers.
No, that's interesting. It's I gotta stop moving. Oh, go home, camera. You're drunk.
Did he get blurry?
Yeah, it got blurry.
I'm a little disappointed. I was kind of intrigued by that. So, what was your experience with it previously? Is it still the same?
Yeah, it's just it's meaty, just mediocre. Just an IPA.
Generic IPA.
Really hope we don't have somebody from Royal Docks listen.
That's a good thing in general. That's a good thing. Like, hey, show us your best beers. We're intrigued by them. We would like to try it. I mean, just because we've had one beer from them doesn't mean they're terrible. I know you've had multiple from them. I mean, every craft brewery has beers that are bad and beers that are really good, and people.
I know. I just don't like talking shit because I don't know. As somebody who wants to open a brewery, I know there's going to be people who don't like my beer. The last thing I would want was somebody shitting on my dreams and everything. I put everything into opening a brewery and making beer. And some guy on a podcast is talking about how awful it is. Like, that's the last thing I would want.
That would be killer. It really would.
Like, this is why brewers don't pay any attention to Untapped, because it's
honestly,
it's just good.
I mean, after our experience with that, with the first time we did that with Land Grant, our unaired episode,
our vault episode.
Yeah, our vault episode. Just because I forgot to hit record. You know, it honestly, like, I don't think reading reviews. Everyone's got a different taste in beer. That's the thing.
Just because we don't like this beer, I'll say. And should I say we don't like this beer? Or should I say I don't like this beer?
I don't like it.
Okay, so just because we say we don't like this beer doesn't mean you will. Doesn't mean, you know.
There's plenty of beers I've said that I don't like that he loves.
Yeah, because I have taste and
all right,
a refined palate.
Anyway, I am a golden god. All right, so we both have given this one an R. Before, you know, I noticed on the last podcast on Thanksgiving, we forgot to rate them in order for the beers of the night. We forgot to do beers of the night.
No, we didn't.
We did. We forgot to do beers of the night on one of our podcasts. We forgot to do it. And I was like, afterwards, I was like, man, we forgot to do that. So
we only have 3 beers.
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, I think it still would have been good because they were pretty good beers.
Are we doing them right now? Or are we?
I think let's go ahead and do these beers here. No, we're not doing the Thanksgiving ones. We're not doing the Thanksgiving ones, but let's go ahead and do these ones here. Our beers of the night. So they don't necessarily go off the rating that we gave them throughout this whole time. It's all this personal preference. Sometimes it has to do with just like how many could I smash in a night? Like
how many could I smash?
How many like could I smash? Like, am I in the mood of like smashing a bunch of beers, or is it like, you know, I'm more into taste? So beers of the night. If tonight we were to have a certain beer, what would we give it this rating?
Are you starting from the bottom?
Yeah, I'll start from the bottom. So I think it's probably going to be unanimous.
Ahead, pull up the can.
It'll probably be unanimous. The Leatherhead.
That's my least favorite beer of the night.
I forgot we were about to show the can. I mean, the can overall is good, but I know it's also a promotion as well.
I mean, that's probably why it's in the 16-ounce can. That could also be it.
Is this production like they produce as many as they can?
Well, no. They could have done a 12-ounce beer recipe for a 16-ounce can.
Gotcha.
But I mean,
I really do want to try more from them, but I wasn't.
Be my guest.
I was not intrigued by it.
I was not impressed.
What do you do for number 3?
Number 3. Ooh, geez, that's tough. Give me that one. Yep. This. My number 3 is going to be Edgy Elf. This was, I'd say, my top 10 for holiday beers, definitely.
Nice.
This is something that I could have a few of in a night, and I wouldn't get tired of putting a cinnamon rim on. I would definitely recommend, if you go for this beer, do the cinnamon rim. I think that would definitely bring out a lot of the spices. But it wasn't too, like, if you don't like a lot of spices in your Christmas ale, I recommend it. But if you want that extra little kick, do the cinnamon rim.
For me, it's going to be the Imperial Lab Rat. I don't want to show the can because it's literally just a sticker on a can. But the Imperial Lab Rat Moon Pie, I want to try more of their Lab Rats. The only down for me personally was just it had a really big alcohol burn to it, which I think took a lot of the flavor away for me. I don't know if that's because it's Imperial. Why?
What?
Because it's Imperial, is that why it would have such a big alcohol burn? Because it has more...
Well, I mean, they call it Imperial because it has a higher ABV.
So yeah, I just, in general, like, the flavors were good, and I think they were there. But for me, it just... the burn kind of took away from that, and I wasn't a fan. And it wasn't like a burn like when we had the hot cocoa with the habanero. Like, that was different. That was a good burn, but like this was just like a just alcohol burn. Wasn't a fan. Yeah. All right. What about you? What's your second?
That's tough. Yeah. My number 2 is going to be the Shea Brewing Imperial Lab Rat. I have been thoroughly impressed with everything that we've had from them. Before this podcast, like before we even did this podcast, I think I maybe had 1 or 2 beers, but I couldn't tell you which ones they were. Just because of where I worked, we sampled beers from time to time.
That's excluding the hot chocolate one.
Excluding the hot chocolate one, but I think I had some other. Oh, and the cranberry. We had the cranberry on the Thanksgiving.
We did. That's
yeah,
right.
that was a good one.
They sneak in. Really well.
Yeah.
They're very sneaky.
Our Shea's probably the brewery that we covered the most.
Surprisingly, and we keep forgetting that we do.
we should go there. We should go there.
Honestly, it's in Akron. It's not that far.
It's not that far. Well, and maybe not in the the COVID time that we live in, but yeah. But this was definitely, like Nate said, definitely want to try more of the Lab Rat series. But this moon pie, again, not knowing what a moon pie was, Nate told me it was like a s'more. I'm going to classify this as like a s'more stout. The 9.5, I mean, Nate got a lot of the burn. The burn was the alcohol burn was definitely there, but it was complemented nicely with the chocolate and the vanilla and that sweetness from it's got to be the lactose.
Yeah.
So what's your number 2 for the night?
My number 2 is going to be the Edgy Elf. I thought it was just nice to be able to get back into the spice beer. I'm excited for our Christmas episode. I really am. It was very mellow. And like I said, like I think the Lab Rat might have beaten this out had it not been for that burn, but like I think the spices were good. It wasn't overwhelming. I wanted a little bit more spice from it, but in general and overall, I think really good. Our number 1 is unanimous.
Yep.
The Alien Hearts and Dogs was a real winner.
Oh yeah, definitely
for tonight.
Definitely my beer of the night. Juicy, hoppy, slightly citrusy. I got more of like a peach juice thing going on. It's more stone fruit, but it's definitely. Oh, excuse me. Definitely an IPA worth checking out. It was very easy drinking, even though it was 8.5.
Yes, 8.5.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Is this just going to become our Shea Brewing Podcast? Because this is
they sneak in. I tell you, they sneak in.
And they can keep sneaking in. It's totally fine. They are well welcomed here. I will.
Yeah, and that's actually
another fantastic beer.
I was picking up beers for Thanksgiving. I saw the peppermint one, and there was a gingerbread one too.
Yeah.
I was gonna buy those, but I went with just a scrimshaw just because it was the evening. I also didn't want to spend a lot of money because they get kind of expensive.
Our Shea does get.
Our Shea is pretty expensive on some of their things. I
mean, it's well worth it. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's worth it. Definitely.
In my opinion.
I agree with everything you said, and on top of like, I'm getting into the whole hazy IPA thing, so I'm starting to enjoy them a lot more. And so yeah. We want to close it out with any shout outs here.
Do our toast for the night.
Yeah, do our toast for the night. I still have some beer.
I do not, so I'll be doing water. It's fine. Totally fine because.
So obviously a toast to Rob and Jenny, or my mom and my father-in-law. Thank you so much for these beers. We really appreciate it. Definitely continue to give us more if you want.
What are we calling this? Mystery bag?
Mystery bag for our mystery bag thing. Oh yeah, thank you. I didn't zip it up.
I can't get it with my left hand.
I hold it.
There we go. Teamwork on 3.
Hey!
Mystery bag was a lot of fun to do. Thank you so much for gifting the beers. Really do appreciate it.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
I should do a cheers for, I'm sure you did it for the Finley one, but another cheers for Finley for meeting with us. Was it last week? Or was it the week before?
Oh my God, it was weeks ago.
Oh my gosh. They were the most recent one, right? Yeah, Finley.
It was the week before the Thanksgiving one, so what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So cheers to the Finley Brewing Company again for meeting with us.
3 weeks ago, because we didn't do it.
Podcast. So it's been a while since we've done one. So, but thank you so much, Finley. We do appreciate it. I've listened through half of the podcast so far, so I looking forward to listening more and trying some of the beers in the future. Since I didn't get to try them. But
Oh,
cheers
it's
to
good.
that. Cheers
Yeah.
to that.
Definitely. There was one thing that I wanted to share with everybody. So every morning when I wake up, one of the first things I do after shutting my alarm off is going over to the Spotify podcasting website and pulling up all of our stats, because it takes 24 hours to see what everybody listened to. We are finally over 100 starts. So at least 100 people have decided to hit
Nice.
start, and that's very, very much appreciated. And if everybody, if you watch on YouTube, we very much appreciate it. If you listen to us on Spotify, we very much appreciate it. I am currently in the works of getting us on Apple, so that'd be nice as well. For everybody listening to us on Spotify, if you just hit that follow button, it would help us out greatly, and we very, very much appreciate it.
If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button.
Yes, same here.
And also, I think it's also hit the little bell.
Hit the little bell. Oh, we're doing that.
Hit the little bell next
We're
to
doing
it.
that.
You got to do that. You got to do that, right?
It's
You guys are awesome. So cheers to you guys.
Yeah.
Really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
It is awesome since we've been. This is 2 or 3 months. So 2 months we've been around so far.
Well, just look at that.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
right there.
So oh wow, only
1
not
month.
even maybe 2 months at most.
Tops, yeah.
I mean, for that in 2 months is awesome. You guys have been really supportive, and we really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Even if you're somebody who's just watching, not saying anything, like just you being there and enjoying what we have to say, it means a lot. It really does. All right. Well, toast to you all.
Yep.
Have a awesome night, and we will see you at the next podcast. Hey everyone, thank you for checking out this week's episode of the Pint Pals Podcast. If you want to support the podcast in other ways, be sure to check out our Patreon at www.patreon.com/pintpals. If you choose to subscribe monthly, you can receive access to special videos, private Snapchats, discounted merch, as well as being toasted during each episode. And as always, subscribing to our Patreon is always appreciated but never expected. Thank you, we'll see you in the next episode.